Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So you're actually not going to see me in this video. I'm just really going to give you the overview of what I carry in my makeup kit. I know some of you guys want to see this. I posted it on my Instagram if you guys were interested in seeing a kit video, and everybody went wild for it. So yeah, these are actually my favorite YouTube videos to watch just because I love seeing what other people carry in their kit. I love, you know, taking recommendations and, you know, seeing what other artists use. It's my favorite thing ever to watch. So yeah, I just want to give you guys a little disclaimer, a little background of what kind of makeup I do. So I do primarily bridal and, you know, proms. This is, again, just the stuff that works for me. These are the products and the variety that works for my clients, for me personally. So this is what I tend to use. If you guys want to check out my Facebook and Instagram and website, I will link that down below. If you're interested in seeing those videos, please keep watching. Start off in each pouch to kind of show you guys some of the things that I carry. And I mean, this is not very organized. Normally it's a little bit better, but my eye pouch is probably one of the messiest ones that I have. So let me figure out the best way to stand. So I keep some of my palettes in here. I am an overpacker 100%, especially when it comes to eye stuff. To be honest, I could probably just like cut out half of the shit. So I have my MAC Fast Response Eye Cream. I really love this because it sinks into the skin really quickly and it's great for everybody. It's unscented. So if you're looking for an eye cream for your kit, I would actually really recommend the Fast Response Eye Cream from MAC. I have a few Anastasia Brow Wizzes. I don't carry every single one just because I feel like I don't need every single one. And I'll show you why in a second. I have chocolate, I have taupe, and then I also have soft brown somewhere. And then I also have a Clea eyebrow pencil. This I don't really use too much ever since I got the Anastasia ones, but that was like kind of good to have. Palettes in here. So I have the Lorac Unzipped palette. It kind of exploded. My friend, when she worked at Ulta, got me this. I actually have to dust this off. I didn't realize it was this bad, but this color was just overly filled, so that's kind of what happened. So I haven't really got a lot of use out of this because I got this like at the end of wedding season. And then I just have a Lorac Pro in here. This is absolutely fantastic whether you're doing makeup on other people or yourself. This is a great palette to have. I have the Urban Decay Naked Smoky. I could probably honestly do without this palette, sorry. And then I do have the Anastasia Pro palette for the brows. This is fantastic to have. This is something I would 100% highly recommend. And it's been a lifesaver because not every single person needs like completely redone brows. Some people just need a little bit of fill-in, a little bit of color, and then a clear brow gel on top. And this is absolutely perfect because I was going to buy the singles, but it kind of doesn't make any sense when I can just get this. I have a few eyeliners. Again, I'm going to kind of like go through because I don't really need all these, and also some of these I'm not really into. And then I also do have the Inglot 77 gel liner. This is a game changer. I had Maybelline for a while. Not knocking Maybelline, but I don't feel it's as creamy as this. I don't feel like it's as smooth as this liner, and I feel like it's not as black as this liner. So this is fantastic because a little bit goes a long way, and I just, you know, take it out on a spatula and use it that way. So I think it's absolutely fabulous. I do have a Tarte like paint pot in rose gold. This I got at the Sephora sale, and I love it for my kit because this is amazing for brides. And then if you want to add a little bit of extra shimmer, you can definitely put a shadow on top. I have some of the Stila Glitter and Glow, and also, what's the other one called? Glitter and Glow and Shimmer and Glow. I actually just got these for Christmas and I threw them in my kit. These are fantastic to have as well. Kind of switching over to those instead of like having loose glitters, which I don't really use too much of. I also have some of these MAC pigments and glitters from one of the holiday sets. I mean, I don't really use them that much. I don't really reach for them, but there are those slight cases. I mean, this is just the crazy person in me. There's just those slight cases where I will be using them, so I have them just in case. I have two brow gels. I have a L'Oreal one, which is just a brown, and then the Anastasia clear brow gel. The Anastasia one is probably my favorite because I just put it over everybody's brows and they stay in place. Again, just some more MAC pigments and glitters. The Urban Decay Primer Potion in Anti-Aging. Makeup Forever Aqua Seal, which I really enjoy. And then I have the Naked 2. I actually got this as a gift for myself, but I never used it, and I was like, I'll throw it in my kit. Again, it's definitely a palette I could probably live without in my kit, but I am just so horrible at, I don't even want to say hoarding because it's a horrible thing to say about myself. I'm just so nervous about always being underpacked, and I'm always overpacked, but it's fine because my kit supports that. And then I also have some eyeshadow palettes that I don't put in that specific one. I put them on the side of my Zuka. These are all my mattes. I decided to separate my mattes from my shimmers. Just because I feel, I don't know, I just like felt like doing it that way, and I justified getting a second Z palette and filling it up. I pretty much have all Anastasia shadows and Makeup Geek. I have a few MAC and shadow palette from Crown Brushes. It's pretty much like the Morphe 35O palette. I really honestly don't use this at all. I think I've used only a few of the shades, which is this shade and like this shade, and that's it. I feel like the pigmentation's not that great. I feel like the blendability's not that great. The colors and the pigmentation of the shimmer shades are way better than the mattes, and I think that's the only reason I keep this in here. But again, I really feel like I could do without this palette. I'll just show you one more palette, but this is a face palette. So this is just some blushes. These are Makeup Geek blushes. These are blushes I bought on a sale, and I bought them intentionally for myself, and you know, I do like them, but I feel like the color selection and the range is just better for my kit. That's just me. A ton of lashes because I use a crap ton of lashes, and this is not even all the lashes that I have. I bring a wide variety of lashes with me just because you know, there's different eye shapes, there's different, sorry, I just want to like unzip that all the way. There's different eye shapes, there's different types of people who want different types of lashes, in the sense of, you know, I get girls that are like, I want really big lashes, and then there are girls who don't even want lashes, and I just encourage them. I'm like, listen, it looks best for the pictures, like, you know, you can do what's best for yourself. If you don't feel comfortable wearing them, you know, I won't put them on. But then when everybody else has their lashes on, they come to me at the end and they're like, can you put lashes on me? And I'm like, not a problem. So have a lot of Ardell's and a lot of Cara lashes. Ardell's ideally are what I would want to stock in my kit all the time, but they're just way more expensive. You know, I have found websites where I can buy them on bulk, which is great. So I actually need to get more because I have a wedding in February that I need to have a lot for. So I have some Demi Wispies. I have some baby Demis, which these are amazing. If you need small lashes for your kit, if the regular Demis are too big, which a lot of times they are, especially like for a mother of the bride who wants that wispy look, but who doesn't want to lash as long, the Demi Wispy, the baby Demis are my absolute favorite right now. I love the baby Demis. They're always sold out though. I need to stock up. Also, the baby Wispies are another one of my favorites, which I carry as well. I do have some individual lashes. To be honest, I hate doing individual lashes. They are my least favorite thing to do, but I do carry them just in case, you know, I do need them. Again, mother of the brides more so. I have the short, the medium, and then I also do have the trios. I prefer, if I'm going to do individuals, I prefer using the trios. A lot of Cara lashes, which I like because these are really inexpensive, but, oh, sorry. But the quality is still, is like still there. It's still really good. I use a lot of the extra smalls, the 747 extra smalls, again, for mother of the brides or girls who don't like lashes, or, you know, people who have smaller eyes and everything like that. 213s are another one that I carry. Let's see. The 747 mediums. These are a little bit longer, but for someone who has really big eyes or who really likes length in their lash, those are great for that. Have some 415s. Sorry. 217s. So yeah, Cara lashes are great. You can get these from iKate House, and you can also get them from Shop Miss A. They're usually all sold out on Shop Miss A, I find, so. Okay, next is complexion. So I recently just started doing non-airbrush foundation. I mean, I know how to do it, but I just started really doing it more so, not more so, but I started doing it because I do freelance like for myself, and I freelance with a, oh sorry, that's my stomach, with a team of women. We do hair and makeup, and then another artist actually reached out to me. She found me through Instagram, and she really liked my work, and she wanted to see if I would do some weddings with her. So I kind of, you know, do a lot with other people, and she doesn't do airbrush. So, you know, I bought stuff specifically not to do airbrush with her, and also just in general. So I do have some of this, which is why my kit is packed with this, because I have a wedding with her in February, and then once I, you know, when I have a wedding with airbrush, I switch out. That's besides the point. So I do need to get a label maker because I do prefer to label my stuff. So I do have some of the MAC mineralized skin finishes. I have light plus, medium plus, and then in dark tan, which I can use dark tan to also kind of bronze up the face. I did that for one girl at a wedding on New Year's Eve who had a natural tan to her, so it really looked really, really pretty. And then I have some of the Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation sticks. These are great, but the only thing is, scooping them out, I'm like not into. I have a few different shades. I need to get a few other shades because I found, if you watched my makeup kit, like my freelancing haul video, you saw that like they looked a little similar. 225, R330, Y335, and then, hold on 1 second, Y325. And then I also do have some of the Face Atelier foundations, which I really love these foundations. These foundations are really great for, I feel, young, mature. They're just really great foundations, and they don't feel heavy on the skin. Colors 2, 4, 8, and 6. I do want to get the adjusters in this as well as more, but again, this is just what I'm starting out with. This works for the clientele that I have. So I have those. And then for more foundation, I actually have, which I love this. I could really honestly just use this by itself, but I wanted to have a few different options. It's the RCMA foundation palette. If you're just starting out in makeup and you need a wide variety of foundations, you should get this. I love this. Oh gosh. Hold on 1 second. I absolutely love this, not only for the shade range, but also for the pigmentation of it, how a little bit really goes a long way. You could really get away with using a small amount. The coverage is amazing, and it doesn't feel super heavy on the skin. I use this also under airbrush too. If somebody either needs a little bit more coverage or wants a little bit more coverage, or cream contour underneath the airbrush, or you know, underneath the eyes a little bit, but again, just a little bit goes a long way. I really love this. They also started selling the Pro refills along with a Pro palette, but it doesn't look like I used a whole bunch of it, but again, a little bit goes a long way. Love it. Graftobian also makes one of like this as well. The RCMA is just personally what I've found works best for me, and this is the VK11 palette. Oh, sorry. This is the VK11 palette. If you guys are interested in that, I think it's a really great thing to start out with. As far as concealers go, right now I just have 3 of the MAC Pro Longwear concealers. Again though, I can use the RCMA foundation as well if I need something that isn't in the lines of this. And again, I'm still expanding a little bit, but this works for the clientele that I have. I have NW25, NW20, NW20, and NC15. And then I also have a smaller, I have this Smashbox Photo Finish Primer in the Pore one. This one is just like a small one. I have my Embryolisse Creme Concentrate. I do also have the Becca Backlight Priming Filter. This looks so pretty on the skin. It looks, and this is the Mayron. It's a color correcting wheel. This is fantastic. Okay, and then I just have a spatula in here. I have a few of these floating around to scoop out product. And then I have the Makeup Geek and Kathleen Lights highlighter palette. I felt like this was a pretty good variety of colors. I also did just get the Jouer highlighters that I'm going to throw in here as well. Palette. I do also have a Anastasia contour kit, and we're back. So I just have a backup mascara. This is just a waterproof CoverGirl. Another pocket. I just have my alcohol, which is labeled, and it's blurry because this camera does not autofocus. And then my Cinema Secrets brush cleaner. I do have a large one that I just refill with this in. And then I do also have my setting spray. This is the Scandinavian setting spray for bridal. And then I do have a primer spray from Scandinavia. And then it opens up. So there's these two things that actually come out. And then there's mesh pockets in here. I know it's so up close and personal, and I apologize. So in here, I mean, again, it's just like a mishmash because usually I do airbrush, and this is kind of just how like I've packed this for forever. I have a Mineral Veil primer. This is a Laura Mercier container, but I actually just put some of the RCMA No Color Powder in here. In this pocket, I have a Clinique Moisture Surge face spray, which is nice, you know, for just a little extra moisture. I have a Makeup Forever Mist and Fix, and then I have a Mayron Skin Prep. So in here, I just have a color switch, some micellar water, and then I have some of the Shiseido cotton pads, and then I have my lip stuff in this pocket over here. I have a lot of lip stuff. I depotted a lot of my lipsticks. Well, actually, yeah, most of my lipsticks. These are all MAC lipsticks. I have a MAC Pro card, so I get a pretty good discount, and I actually really love their formulas. There's a lot of pinks in here. That's tend to what I use, tend to what my clientele again likes. You know, what I have in my kit is not necessarily what you're going to have in your kit and what you're going to need in your kit. This is just what I find works best for my clientele. I also do have a MAC lip conditioner, which this is amazing. This is a great lip conditioner, whether it's for yourself, for your clients. Put this on before you start, you know, doing the makeup, or, you know, after you do the makeup, and if they're going to be drinking and eating before you do the lip and everything like that. It's fantastic. Have a bunch of lip liners. I have a lot of NYX lip liners. I only have one MAC lip liner. I have some glosses from NYX, Urban Decay. This is a mess. A lot of NYX ones, and then again I have some of the soft matte lip creams from NYX. Don't really use any like liquid lips. I don't like them. They get crusty, but I do have some of them. I have these like little ones from Morphe. They're whatever. They're okay. I do also have the Smashbox Instamatte. Sorry. I do have the Smashbox Instamatte, so I can apply this to any lip and make it matte without making it like a liquid lip. And then I do have one of the Urban Decay Vice lip palettes. Okay, so this is not the best. This is laying flat. If I put it up, it's too close. It's a mess. So this brush belt I actually just got from Amazon. It was like $12. It's fantastic. I love that it actually zips up. I do need to go through all my brushes and really find what I need and what I don't need. Again, I'm just an overpacker. I have a lot of lip brushes, a lot of eye brushes, a lot of blending brushes, and then I just wind up using the same similar, so I just started buying like doubles of each. So that's pretty much just, you know, my brushes. You definitely want to make sure you have separate brushes from yourself than you have from your clientele, because that's not good. I do also, when I do the non-airbrush specifically, I bring this, which is also 4 brushes. I'll put like my dirty brushes in one side so I know to clean it in between each client, and then also a dirty beauty blender or a dirty Real Techniques sponge I'll throw in here. When I do pack with these, what I do is I wet them before I get to wherever I need to go, because you never know if you're gonna actually have water to, you know, saturate them. So I'll saturate them, you know, wet them, but, you know, not like soak them, like, you know, make it like I'm gonna do my own makeup. Throw it in a mesh compartment of my buddy bag type thing, my kit, the train kit, the bag I just showed you guys. And then once I'm done with each client, so right now I have 6 in here because the last wedding I did 6 girls. So every single time I finished doing one, it went in here, went in here, went in here, and then I came home and I cleaned them. Okay, so this is what I keep all those pouches in. This is my Zuka. This is one of the best investments. I think I said best investment at least like 30 times in this video. So there's side compartments. I think I have the Zuka Sport. I don't think I have the Zuka Pro. But so this opens up right here, and this is where I would throw all of my pouches in. And then it has side pockets over here. Up over here it has like a little netting, and this is where I keep my disposables. So I labeled it because I love labeling. I actually need to get a label maker. And voila, I have mascara wands, which I prefer the pink ones, not because of the pink, but because then I can see how much mascara I have on here. So if I can, like, if you have a black mascara wand and you dip it in there and you basically have no mascara in your mascara tube and you take it out, you're not going to know. So that's why I like having the pink ones or a colored one in general, you know, just to do that. I do have some Q-tips, but they're the pointed ones, which are great to kind of, you know, if there's a little something you got to get out. I have some more little cotton rounds, and then I have some lip wands. You can see I actually got this at Michael's in the beading section for like $4, and these little things come out, so you can, if you can see, the little sides, they come out, so you can kind of make it as big or as small as you want, which I found really good. So stuff like this, definitely look into Michael's because it is fabulous. In this little pouch over here, I just keep eyelash glue and a sharpener. And I do keep like an eyelash applicator with a scissor, and usually I have eyelash curlers in here, but I have to find them. Where are they? Just, you know, throw them in here just so I have those in a separate spot. So in these little compartments over here, there's a zipper over here, which I actually keep the airbrush hoses over here. I have two. I have the vinyl one and then the plastic one. I would suggest getting the vinyl, but I also use the plastic one sometimes if I'm like a little short on space. The vinyl one specifically if you're working with someone who's having hot tools, and if it were to get on the vinyl one, it won't burn through. The other one, it will. I do have two hair clips on the side, which I always forget to take out of people's hair. Hand sanitizer, obviously. I have a few of these floating around somewhere throughout, and then I have another palette, and then what's in here? I don't have anything here. And then on the side pockets, I just have some business cards because there's little side pockets over here, and then I keep a mirror somewhere sometimes. And then everything, I just kind of put the bags. I have another bag, but when I use the airbrush compressor, it comes up pretty high, so I don't use it. So, yeah, that's pretty much everything. And then I just, you know, put everything in here. Everything's labeled, lashes, eyes, face, and then I usually put my brush belts either on the side, or since now that I have a little bit more room, since I don't have my compressor, I put it in there. Also, you know, just stick my palettes either on here or on the side, depending on where they need to go. And then I just, you know, zip this bad boy up right her. Okay, and this is the side view. Each side view is the exact same. So normally over here I'll put like paper towels, and I'll also put a like garbage bag or like a bag from the grocery store, so I'll just reuse it and I'll throw all my garbage in there. And then again, like I said, I have pocket, I have some business cards. I got mine from Zazzle, and then I have a mirror. I need to get a new mirror, but it needs to be washed actually, because this thing like actually falls apart, but like dollar store mirror don't need nothing expensive. So yeah, that's pretty much everything that I keep in my makeup kit. I do also have a chair, which let me show you my chair. This is my chair. It's by Tuscany Pro. I'm 5'1". This is the smaller one. I don't think they have it on Amazon anymore, which is really unfortunate because it's perfect height for me. So I'm 5'1", and it's just fantastic because you want to make sure you take care of your back. You don't want to break your back. So this is a great investment as well. It has two trays that come out. It folds up. You can just throw it right on your shoulder. It has a little netting under there as well as my vacuum stuff. So that's what's in my makeup kit. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm definitely, like, I always change things out. I'm like updating things, you know, replenishing things. finding new products that work for me. Again, this is just what works for me and my clientele and my base of makeup, what I do. Not everything that works for me is going to work for you and vice versa. This is the products I find that work for me. I don't know how many times I can say that, but if you guys are starting out, if you guys are interested in becoming makeup artists, you know, don't go out and buy everything. It took me a really long time to get where I am, as well as getting the work that I'm getting. So, you know, don't go out and, you know, buy a whole bunch of stuff. If you want me to do a video on things, you know, to start out with when you're starting doing makeup, let me know about that. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Also, if you want me to do a video on my airbrush foundation, let me know in the comments below. I do, again, mainly airbrush. So if you're interested, let me know. And I will see you guys in my next video. Okay, bye!